So today I thought it might be fun to bring you one of my favorite linguistic studies from the last 5 years. It's called The Public Life of White Affects, and it is about whiteness. And it's about how we tend to make issues of race and racism less about the people who are marginalized along the dimension of race and more about the feelings that we are having about having to know that people are marginalized on the basis of race. So what Mary Buchholz did is she took interview data from students who are white, who are at like kind of liberal schools, who identify as liberal, and she compared it to statements in the media from out and out white supremacists. And she found 5 common rhetorical strategies between the two groups, even though those two groups would never say that they believe the same things. The first of those strategies is called color mute racism. That's when you take an issue that really is about race, something like differences in educational attainment or differences in wage, like how much money you're making. And you say, race doesn't have anything to do with that. It's about something else. So you'll see examples of people saying, it's not about race, it's about cultural differences. It's not about race, it's about values. It's not about race, it's about geography. And number 2 is disavowals of racism. So just openly saying, I'm not racist. I'm the least racist person you'll ever meet. And usually it's in a conversation where they've said or done something that's quite racist, or they're about to, and they want to manage your perception of that racist act or statement. Number 3, appropriations of diversity discourses. So saying racial diversity is not the only important kind of diversity. Okay. For example, my friend group might not have racial diversity. Okay. But, we're diverse in other ways, like our attitudes or, our income levels or something. You'll get people saying like, oh, well, I think it's important that we focus on viewpoint diversity, diversity of opinion. Number 4, performances of white fragility. So that's about getting sad or scared that you're going to be rejected or called a racist. And it happens across all kind of groups of people who are being asked to think about racism and do not wish to do so. Number 5, claims of reverse racism. You know, if you think about it, that critical race theory is really essentializing about race, and that's really gross, okay? If you think about it, race-conscious admissions in colleges is actually kind of racist against white people, don't you think? Okay, so what those 5 strategies do is they take a conversation that is supposed to be about marginalized groups experiencing marginalization, and they turn it into a conversation about people who look like me not wanting to have to deal with the ramifications of knowing about that marginalization. Because if we understood it and we really admitted that we understood it, then we would be required to do something about it.